Today we'll be doing what is Saudi Arabia have a civil war. Well, Saudi Arabia is already in the line for some reason. But the teams are both Iran awesome. Hello. We have this is still Iran. We have both China and both USA. Anyways. Now I sometimes already do this. But But the first thing, Iran is gonna join the war, and all of these people to join the war. But before that happened, the both Chinese military will now start having a little bit of fun in these. I must admit this, they are kind of landlocked, so yeah. They need to get to the sea. When they get to the sea, now Chinese soldiers will be in here now, leading Bob. Now Chinese equipment gonna be here, and using no one Chinese equipment. Just me. Soldiers in the soldiers was managed to push back a little bit. Like the Bessie is not here, but especially like this area, and more in the land. Okay. One would dictate that the Mediterranean now starts buzzing. They would. Number one, what the hell happened? Oh, guys, I didn't turn on Alliance this, so that's why. My bad. Wait, what? Sinus even on this one. Yep, here are the Alliance. Wait, here are the alliances. We have this one with these two. The both Western have Israel, and then we will have them some. Yeah. Why the hell is that one? Anyways, guys, jetzt hat es sorry. Why is that war going on? You know, Israel. Just peace out. Thank you. There are no more wars going on. Anyways, the USA should have already been here, more like Israel. They would just short try to jump at this. Some skill minor, that's what happened. But Saudi Arabia would know about the riots, so they would easy push back there. And a lot of soldiers will now start disappearing. Yep. Awesome. But why that's happening? Sudan with the bomb is a lot of land. So right before that it was already too late, as American troops were now started invading Sudan. There's some time there's some proper American troops with land here. And yep, but yeah, Sudan would now Sudan would have a massive riot leading to the rest of Sudan surrendering and a new Sudan. The destination Okay, Saudi Arabia would not be a massive fan of that. There was now sort of sending a lot of the military here. But now would Egypt join? I'm not here, but this Ethiopia will join. I know that they don't have a riot. So will these. What if, you know what, they would just have a better plan. What if it happened? Does that mean that you can actually see everyone who's in it? Anyway, more Japanese soldiers. Japanese, I mean Chinese soldiers will now start leading to the complete surrendering, leading to another riot, and leading to the complete surrendering of it. Now more Chinese soldiers will start doing it, and I have no idea how Saudi Arabia would win, but another ally will surrenders. Tony Base, they are kind of winning it here, as Ethiopia, yes, with now sort of sending our soldiers here from a surprise at that, and from here, surrounded the capital city. But Ethiopia would hurry up really fast, yes, Ethiopia will now the government will be kind of sleeping forever. They would just now a massive push would be made to the new capital city. A new mayor would be made as well. Ethiopia. Yeah, Chinese soldiers now with Chinese soldiers with whatever. R1 will now start to invade as well. Now the United States of America will now start getting invaded from all sides, pretty much. American bases will now America will now start helping them. As I'm pretty sure they have some American bases. They will now start pushing back from all sides, even pushing back all of Iran's soldiers and some Chinese. More Ethiopian soldiers will now start destroy. Ethiopia will now start to move fast. They will capture a lot of cities before setting up the defensive front. Now Ethiopia will carry on moving. The new military is kind of weak. So Ethiopia will have no support of just getting a boatload of money. Now, but then America will now start to push on all sides. Now there's some time certain with that wired, and will take most of the land back. But okay, Sudan will join it, and now with Sudan having a massive riot, this would be fun. Awesome. China would give up helping. They see it. They see that they don't have a chance of winning anymore. So now this spot will go absolutely. Now this spot there will be a lot of chaos now. Now a lot of chaos will happen in this area. But at the same time, Saudi Arabia with the USA, we know they are amateur dukes, so they will just do whatever it takes. With all this sometime, one will give up as well, leading to them surrendering. And now does USA. USA will surrender. But we aren't finished yet. Yeah, do you think we will finish? No, one is that invaded. Yep. From all. Turkey would help as well. I love this sometimes why it won't even happen. But the Rwandan military was pushed back, but then a riot would happen, leading to the country just to surrender. But Turkey will still invade them. Anyways, guys, we have our OP Turkey who is now we have a real OP Turkey. But right before we end it, why don't let's say Israel that's invaded. Anyways, guys, this is that let's see how much land every single country that. Guys, I am going to do the BCD real quick. Here's the BCD. Bombard the car with the sub. This is how much land all countries got. Oh yes, Sudan would we get a lot of land? They also there's some land from Ethiopia. We nothing else. As they are officially a new country. But at the same time, Ethiopia will get some land up here. Guys, this is the end of the video, so goodbye.